Today's topic is Introduction to Object-Oriented Programming. The object-oriented programming is a paradigm based on the concept of objects which can contain data and code. Data in the form of fields means attributes and code in the form of methods means functions. Core object-oriented programming principles. First is encapsulation. Encapsulation is one of the core concepts of object-oriented programming in Python. It means restricting access to certain details of an object and only exposing what's necessary. Think of it as putting data and the methods that operate on the data inside a capsule, a class, and protecting it from outside interference. Key ideas: use private variables by prefixing with underscore or double underscore to hide internal data, providing getter and setter methods to access and update that data safely. Inheritance. Inheritance is a fundamental concept in object-oriented programming that allows a class to inherit attributes and methods from another class. Key concepts: first is single inheritance means one child class inherits from one parent class. Second is multiple inheritance. A class inherits from more than one class. Multi-level inheritance. A class inherits from a class that also inherits from another class. Hierarchical inheritance. Multiple classes inherit from one base class. We use superfunction in it. You can use superfunction to call methods from the parent class. Polymorphism. Polymorphism means having many forms. It allows same interface means methods name to behave differently depending on the object calling. There are two main types of polymorphism. First is duck typing. Python doesn't require strict type checking if an object implements the method. It can used regardless of its actual class. Second is method overriding. Runtime polymorphism is used. A subclass provides a specific implementation of a method that is already defined in its superclass. Classes and objects. A class is a blueprint for creating objects. It defines attributes means variables and methods mean functions that the objects next is object. An object is an instance of a class. It represents a real world entity with data and behavior defined in the class. Here is an example of oops. There is a class name of class is car and it has attributes make, model and year and methods start, stop, and there are two other classes are employee and manager. A car class with a attribute make, model, year and method start and stop. An employee class with inheritance and polymorphism calculate bonus is based on performance. Best practices for oops in Python. First is solid principle. Solid means yes means single responsibility principle. A class should have only one reason to change. It should do one thing. O means open or closed principle. Software entities should be open for extension but closed for modification. L. Lisco substitution principle means objects of a superclass should be replaceable with objects of a subclass without altering the behavior. I means interface segre- segregation principle. Clients shouldn't be forced to depend on methods they don't use. Python doesn't have interfaces like Java, but you can simulate this with abstract based classes. D means dependency. Inversion principle depend on abstractions or not on con- concrete classes. Second is meaningful naming. Use class camel case for classes like bank account and snake underscore case for method and variables get underscore balance. Name classes and methods clearly and descriptively. Avoid vague names like data, info, or thing. Then third is documentation. Use doc strings for classes and methods. Uh, Prefer composition over inheritance when appropriate. Keep classes small and focused. Use properties instead of direct attribute access if you need logic with getting or setting. Avoid using too much inheritance. Favor clear and simple relationships. Benefits of OOPS. First is modularity. Code is organized into classes, making it easier to manage and understand. Second is reusability. Once a class is written, it can be reused across multiple programs or projects. Encapsulation. Data and functions are bundled together, helping to protect the internal state of the objects and reduce complexity. Inheritance. Classes can inherit features from other classes, reducing code or duplication. Next is polymorphism. Allow objects to be treated as instances of their parent class, enabling flexibility and easier code maintenance. Next is maintainability. With clear structure and modular design, code is easier to update, debug, and scale. Abstraction helps focus on what an object does instead of how it does it, improve, improving clarity. Thank you.